it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, for the first time, why don't you subscribe? Become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. Today I'm going to share with you how I wasted a lot of time and a lot of product by not reading the directions on the back of a hair color product. So I was planning on reviewing one of the more new Manic Panic products, and it is actually their professional line of hair color gels. They are semi-permanent hair colors, but they're supposed to last up to 40 washes, which is pretty insane. Now looking at my hair now, it may not seem like a huge fail, but there was one pivotal instruction that I did not follow that could have made everything look a lot better and what it was actually supposed to look like. Now, one thing that I did do to hopefully get the most out of the color was I did go to my hairstylist to lighten up some of the top sections of my hair because I wanted to bring the purple higher. So I went to my girl Brittany at Bombshell Beauty Lounge and she brought my balayage up higher. So we were doing kind of a tag team. She was gonna lighten my hair, I was gonna color it at home. So here's how it looked like after I got it lightened. This was my starting point. My biggest thing was I was hoping that this Manic Panic color would cover everything and the tone would be even throughout. As you probably know, I am an Arctic Fox user. Usually I talk about it in my purple hair color and maintenance video. I'll leave that link below. But with that one, like, it doesn't matter what the heck you're coloring over, as long as it's like a little bit lightened, not like black hair, you'll get like the same tone of purple throughout. And that's why I loved it, because when I started with Arctic Fox, I had so much weird fading going on. Like some parts were white, some parts were orange, some parts were pink. And then after I used that, everything was like the same solid grape purple, and it was just really nice. So that's what I was hoping would happen with the Manic Panic. It's not exactly what we ended up with. As you can see, I do have areas that are super vibrant, like in the front. The rest kind of looks more muted, like as if I already need a touch up. And then the bottom seems like a completely different tone of purple than some of these vibrant areas, at least in my eye. So I'm just gonna take you back so you can see the coloring process where I made my mistake and just share a little bit of initial first impressions while I used this product incorrectly. Okay, so you're gonna hear the dryer in the background. That's just a thing that's happening. All right, so I have 2 tubes of this Manic Panic semi-permanent gel hair color, and each of them are 3 ounces. So we have 6 ounces total of this hair color. I'm really hoping that's enough to get all this, because I'm gonna be putting the purple all the way down the shaft of the hair because I want the ends to darken up as well. I'm a little bit nervous, but just in case, I have about maybe a quarter of this old Arctic Fox Purple Rain bottle left from the last time I put purple in my hair. So just in case we get to a point where I'm running low on this and I start to panic, I'll grab for this. Okay, so let's do it. All right, I'm going to part my hair and put it up in space buns like usual and work 1/2 at a time. Piercing this. Oh my gosh, it's like spurting out. Wow. I'm just gonna kind of get that on my gloves and start working it through my hair. It's interesting because like right off the bat, I mean, this is a gel color. It's not like a cream, which I'm kind of used to. I'm just hoping that this gives me a nice even color, even though we have, you know, blonde tones and we have the already colored purple. I just want to make sure that everything is saturated so it comes out the same color. And then I'm using my baby wet brush to brush the color and just kind of get a good visual on if I missed anything. So I'm just going to work in thin sections at a time to make sure that I don't miss any spots, because when you try to, you know, work color into thicker sections, you tend to miss like what's in the middle. I want to make sure I'm getting all the way up because that was the whole point, bringing this purple higher. Now if we do end up having leftovers of this color, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the layers one more time and just totally saturate my hair. I tend to kind of go a little bit light the first couple layers because I'm nervous about it lasting. It's just hard to like tell how heavy the saturation is when the formula is so light. All right, so the first half of my hair is pretty saturated and I feel like I've gotten a pretty even coverage, and I still have the tiniest bit left in this tube, maybe a tablespoon and a half. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I did go back and like add more to the bottom layers, and it feels pretty good right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this tube by starting this side, and then we'll probably have even more left in the second tube just in case I discover any missing areas. All right, so I'm just gonna fast forward so you don't have to sit through me doing this side. All right, so I finished putting in the purple in my hair. My hair is very saturated. I still have like the teensiest bit left in the second tube, but yeah, for the most part, 2 tubes was fine for me. By the way, didn't mention this earlier, but the shade that I'm using is Love Power Purple. All right, so the directions say to process for about 30 minutes, as most colors do, but y'all know that I like to process for about an hour just to make sure everything is just in there. Got my cap on, hoping to keep the heat on my head, and then we're gonna rinse, and then I will check in with you next when my hair is rinsed and dry. All right, see you when it's done. All right, so clearly this is the finished product, and like I said, it's not like a huge fail. It doesn't look awful, especially for, you know, like a crazy color. I feel like there is a little bit more leeway to have it be maybe uneven because it maybe seems like I meant to do it. But like I said earlier, there are parts that are super bright and neon and parts that are magenta-y, some parts that are super dark. Like the bottom where I was coloring over old purple color, it came out a lot darker. So applying this color wet is supposed to help with an even coverage. It's supposed to help the product glide through the hair a lot easily. So had I applied wet, that could have helped me get a better saturation everywhere, especially in the pre-lightened areas. There are some spots where I feel like I just didn't hit it as hard with the product. However, I'm not sure if applying wet would have actually made a difference in terms of the different tones I have in my hair depending on the color underneath, if that makes sense. Like I said, when I was using Arctic Fox, it didn't matter what color my hair was underneath as long as it was a little bit lighter. It went in pretty evenly. The end result was like a solid color, whereas with this, everything I colored over is like definitely darker than the lightest parts of my hair. So even still, even if you are following the directions on the box and you start out with damp hair, I feel like this product is probably still best for people who are starting fresh with a pre-lightened base that is all the same level versus trying to touch up over different areas like old color plus lightened hair. All of the videos that I ended up watching on this product after I realized I messed up use models to demonstrate the product, and they always have just completely uniform lightened hair. So that's why I still kind of have a feeling that this probably wasn't the right product for me for what I was trying to use it for. But also, I should have just followed directions. So that's it, just a cautionary tale to read the box, read the directions, even if you think you know what you're doing, because this was not the first time I used semi-permanent hair color on myself at home, and I just kind of had my rhythm of what I was used to doing, and with semi-permanents, you usually don't apply them to wet hair. You shampoo, dry, put the semi-permanent in, rinse it out. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos about hair color and like having kind of unique hair color, hit the thumbs up button because I feel like this is a life that I'm committing to now. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, become a member of the Slashed Squad. Like I said, it'll make you eligible for the giveaway we have going on now. Check the channel for more details on that. And of course, turn on video notifications. If you don't, then YouTube's algorithm decides what's on your subscription page and not you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!